I'd like to welcome Einas from, let's just see here. I want to say the Timmins Real Estate Board, but from Timmins, Cochrane, Temiskaming District Association of Realtors is the proper term. Broadcasting here from Greater North Bay, Northern Ontario, and my Northern Ontario colleague as well. So welcome. Einas has served as the president of the Timmins, Cochrane, and Temiskaming District Association of Realtors, and you're on the board of the Ontario Realtors Care Foundation. You volunteer with your kids' school, in your community. I know for a fact that you're in North Bay. Your daughter dances, and you're all over the province, and you're constantly growing your business. How do you combine all of that with being a very successful realtor?
You just do it. You just make good notes and you just go out and you do it. Something's important to you, you'll prioritize the time and you'll get it done. And if it's not important, well, that's probably the reason why you're not getting it done. All of the things you mentioned are the things that I value and the things that are important to me and important to my lifestyle, so I prioritize them and I do them.
I know that it doesn't say this in your profile, but I know this personally. You're a single mom, and
yes.
you still put this all together. It's amazing.
It can sound like it's difficult. It's not. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, and raising my kids is important, so I do it. And selling real estate fulfills me, so I do it. And participating in my community gives me a sense of community, so I do it. And there's definitely enough time, and there's definitely enough help, and I'm not afraid to ask for help from others when I need it in order to get tasks done. So I do that.
So you don't find life balance a problem?
Not in the slightest. I have a good social life. I spend a lot of time with my kids. I travel adequately, and I can certainly achieve all that.
Time management, is that an important thing for you?
Absolutely. It's really, really crucial to manage your time well. I mostly do it through a series of checklists and calendars and reminders. It all lives on my iPhone, but it helps me get everything done.
Okay, that sort of leads into some of the next questions. One of the things that came through very strongly in your awards application was how you've embraced technology. You've just mentioned your iPhone and time management. So how integral would you say the technology is with being successful as a realtor?
It is essential. If I didn't utilize technology in every single aspect of my work, I probably couldn't be a realtor. I learned very early on that the more technology I allow into my life, the less flexible I have to be with my time. At one point, as much as this is a face-to-face business, and it really is, and I'm not taking away from that, but at one point I sort of recognized that the only time I absolutely have to be there in person is when I'm showing a house. Everything else I can do remotely, and if you utilize technology appropriately, it really doesn't take away from that face-to-face component. Like, we're face-to-face right now, and I didn't have to get in my car and drive down anywhere.
So that's back to the time management, and technology saves you some time.
Yeah, and it doesn't take away from the experience for the customer, and it doesn't take up their time either. They're busy too.
Yeah.
They're buying a house. They don't have time for me.
Yeah. What are some simple technologies that the average realtor can embrace today to help them with their business?
Simple technologies. Well, if you've still got a flip phone, get rid of it. Get yourself a real phone. Get a smartphone. It's crucial. Use a calendar. And I know that doesn't sound like much, but my calendar app changes my life. It pulls all of my worlds together, and it keeps me organized. Even in scheduling this interview, you sent an email to say, hey, this date, this time, and it automatically populated into my calendar. I didn't even need to put it there. A calendar app will keep you on top of things, a good one, essentially. social media is a form of technology. If you're not on a social media platform, be on one. If you can't be on all of them, at least be on Facebook. Those what I would say are the essentials: the smartphone, calendar, and Facebook.
Are there any technology faux pas that you can help people avoid? Things that have happened to you, possibly?
Not specifically, but I would say I think I see a lot of people that neglect to update their technology. You know, they're on their computer and they get that pop-up that says, hey, please, I beg you, update me, and they press cancel for about a year and a half until everything stops working. Update it. It needs to be updated, otherwise it can't talk to the other components within it and the other platforms that you use. I see a lot of realtors or people in general that don't update their phones, don't update their computers. And if you're going to buy a new computer, make sure it's still not your new computer in 6 years' time. Upgrade that as well. Technology advances itself every day, and you know, if you're keeping the same product year after year after year, you've let a lot of days go by where technology has moved on without you.
So Einas, I come from a small community. I'm in Northern Ontario, 52,000. You're an hour and a half north of North Bay in an even smaller community, New Liskeard. When you started your business, you were not from New Liskeard. Did you find it difficult breaking into the business and breaking into the community up there?
Not at all. I had the drive to succeed, the desire to succeed. I had a plan and a business model, and I pursued it and I achieved it. Very few of the realtors at the time when I first moved up here were truly embracing technology, were truly embracing social media. I directed all of my marketing into that. I actually spent $0 on print advertising because that's where everyone was spending all of their dollars.
Yeah.
And I focused on my web presence. I was focused on search engine optimization. I decided I wanted to generate leads from a different set of eyeballs that wasn't picking up the Wednesday real estate section in the paper. And then I focused on that, and it worked out.
I have to say, I've seen some of your marketing, and I remember a particular little thing that you did, and I was amazed at it. You'd taken a picture of a vacant lot, and you had a house sketched onto it, and then up came your branding and everything like that. And I think I actually messaged you and said, how did you do that? Maybe you remember the one that I'm talking about? Maybe you can tell people how that came about.
Yeah, I had quite an oversized building lot, and I find that with vacant lots in particular, when you take a picture, it's just a lot. It's a patch of grass. You don't get a sense of size. So I found a freelance student graphic artist that for like $7 or $8 created a graphic for me of just a house being sketched on this lot to show the potential. And did that bit of marketing necessarily help to sell that piece of land? Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I didn't sell it that week, but it certainly got me as a realtor noticed it, allowed for others who were also having pieces of land for sale or thinking of selling pieces of land, notice my work and approach me. So it certainly generated business.
Thank you very much, Einas, and have a wonderful and successful day. Give your girls some hugs.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.